Celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, Chris Brown, and even political figures have been said to attend these parties. Though many of these...
Question of the day. You just finished using the public restroom. And there, at the public sink, one of these deviants are washing their hands. Would you quit washing your hands or would you walk out of that bathroom?
I would wash my hands.
Some people might walk out. Some people might just use the Purell instead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of that left over. All right. All right. That being said, next we got lawyer confirms shocking Beyonce Diddy video sold in secret deal. Okay, this sounds interesting. And this comes from the channel Pop Cult. Go check them out. We've reacted to one of their videos before. And yeah, go check them out.
Definitely.
If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Slap that red button. You ready?
Yes, sir.
I like these videos. These are like the interesting videos to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
We
know
know.
You've said that you've been contacted regarding the sale of one of the Diddy tapes, and that it features a very high-profile celebrity. What can you tell us about that?
So actually, I recently was contacted by one of my business partners who's also an attorney, who said to me, well, why are we not writing the demand letter to try to do the catch and kill? And I said, well, if you want to do it, then I'll connect you and you can essentially do it. He was also concerned about wanting to protect the other person who was in the film, mainly because I've known about this for about 3.5 weeks to about a month. I've been communicating with these people who purport to have that videotape.
Wait a minute. Isn't it a duty if you see a crime being taken place as a lawyer? I mean, yeah, there is client attorney privilege. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the legalities of that. You guys put it in the comments. Is there something there? Like if you see something like that and, you know, you're a lawyer, but I just don't know how that would work.
Mm-hmm.
I know to protect the integrity of somebody, but if it's a crime being
Committed
on this tape, this is pretty twisted, man. Everybody's trying to make $1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, this just makes no sense. Everybody's trying to make $1 out of this. Everybody's trying to make $1. And it's like, you just don't know where the bullshit starts or it ends. And then the real, you know, like I said, I feel like this brings up and it murkies the waters for the actual real victims.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but let's keep going.
My involvement
3.5 weeks to about a month, I've been communicating with these people who purport to have that videotape.
My involvement in those parties was primarily for entertainment purposes. I had no idea about any of that terrible stuff going on. It's crucial to separate my presence at a party from any illegal activities that might have been occurring. You know I stand against exploitation and violence, so let's make that clear, okay?
Now that does sound like Beyonce, but with the way that AI is, it's scary. AI
No
is
talent nowadays.
AI
man.
is very spooky, so you never know. You know, even if you've seen it coming out of her lips herself,
It's still questioned.
It's still questionable. I mean, because it's AI. AI has just gotten so advanced. It's just insane. How many of you guys are scared of AI? I'm more scared of AI than I am of Diddy at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
This could be one of Hollywood's most shocking scandals. A lawyer has just confirmed that a secret video involving Diddy and Beyonce is being sold in a secret Hollywood deal. Now, Diddy's parties have always been talked about, but this new twist involving Beyonce takes things to a new level. For years, talks about Diddy's have hinted at wild, out-of-control behavior with some of the biggest stars in the game. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Ashton Kutcher, and even Leonardo DiCaprio have been mentioned, but Beyonce's name being pulled into the picture has caused a frenzy. There's no hard proof against her yet, but the rumor mill is in full swing, especially with the mention of this tape being sold for millions to media outlets.
Okay, so now I'm going to keep it 100. It sounds like, all right, it sounds like no crimes were being committed. I think what it sounds like is just a bunch of Hollywood freaks getting getting it in. And to
Get
me,
me
I don't care about
on.
tapes like that. I'm not interested in that filth. I don't care about the deviancy that these Hollywood, actors, celebrities, and, all of these high-powered people, take part in. I don't care about their extracurricular activities. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. What you do in your own, that's you. You do that. You do that. I don't care about them tapes. I really don't. As long as there's no illegal acts going on, you're grown. You do your thing. That's probably why you went to Hollywood, because you're just a freak. You know what I mean?
Because all of us done been known what goes down.
Some people go there just for the deviancy, because they want to take part in it, and some of them, are actually becomes victims of the deviancy. So as long as there's no illegal acts going on, then I don't care.
Yeah.
I do not care.
Picture has caused a frenzy. There's no hard proof against her yet, but the rumor mill is in full swing, especially with the mention of this tape being sold for millions to media outlets. According to this female lawyer, not only is the footage real, but it's already circulating among Hollywood insiders, with huge sums being offered to secure it. If this footage leaks, it could be game over for everyone.
There already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
So, well-known lawyer came forward with jaw-dropping information. Mitchell, who has been representing victims in various high-profile cases against Diddy, claims she was directly approached about a secret tape involving none other than Beyonce and Diddy himself. Her credibility as a seasoned attorney in these cases adds weight to the claims, making this even harder for people to ignore.
Although I think isn't it against the law to record somebody if they don't want to be recorded during the acts?
Yes, it is, but that's only if you maliciously put it out. And now, if you do have recordings of it, that's more of a video voyager.
Okay.
It's kind of like putting.
So
it's kind of like putting cameras in somebody's bathroom and they're.
Yeah.
So you're a video voyager. Now, there never was a law for that. Now they do have a law for it, but I don't think I think you just get one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, unless it was done with malicious intent to expose somebody and put it out there, or hold as leverage.
Mm-hmm.
If it was held as leverage, that's a big crime.
Yeah.
To get what you want out of that person and make them do things, then that's a very big crime.
I see.
Ariel Mitchell's revelations came during an explosive interview where she didn't hold back on the shocking details. Mitchell revealed that a mysterious individual approached her, offering to sell the Beyonce Diddy tape for a jaw-dropping price. She wasn't just taking their word for it either. Ariel claimed she had actually seen the footage and confirmed its reality. This tape, which is now expected to be worth millions, contains such sensitive graphics that Hollywood is in a frenzy over its potential release. Now, Ariel's decision to publicly share what she knows has brought a lot of heat onto both her and the people connected to the footage. The fact that she vouched for the tape's legitimacy has sent shockwaves through the industry.
Okay, my only skepticism on this, TMZ would already paid the bag and already had this. If this was legitimate, TMZ would have already had that footage. Confirmed its legitimacy. TMZ don't let nothing go. I mean, when that guy jumped or whatever, fell, the guy from that band.
One Direction.
Yeah, I mean, they made sure they took pictures of his tattoos just to confirm it. They were sold that. Like, they're willing to pay any price. TMZ has no moral compass when it comes to things.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they're willing to get all the dirt. So
no matter what it is.
Yeah, man. So I think if something like this and this high profile, which would be a huge deal, they would definitely be the first ones on top of it.
Yes.
No Diddy.
And media giants like TMZ are allegedly bidding for the...
No, they would have had it. I'm telling you, they would pay top dollar. They would say whatever it is, TMZ is the biggest mogul when it comes to the deviancy of what goes on. Like, they get every footage. I mean, come on. They'll pay for something as small as Krishan Rock and Blueface.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They get their hands on everything first.
footage. Rumors suggest that huge sums of money up to millions of dollars are being offered just to get their hands on it. Well, TMZ has a reputation for getting the biggest stories out there, and this one could be their most explosive scoop. But the release of this tape doesn't just mean a news story, it could destroy careers and change how Hollywood operates. If the footage ever becomes public, the consequences could be severe, not just for Diddy but for Beyonce as well. Speaking of Beyonce, her name being attached to this scandal has fueled wild speculation. While there's no evidence showing that Beyonce is directly involved in any wrongdoing, the thought that she's associated with Diddy in this way is enough to raise eyebrows.
It does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded.
So Beyonce's close connection to Diddy comes from her husband, Jay-Z, who has had a great relationship with Diddy. Because of this, Beyonce's often been in the same circles, attending events and parties where Diddy was present. Now, fans are left to speculate on whether Beyonce had any knowledge of Diddy's allegations or if she's just being pulled into the drama. There's also a lot of buzz around whether Beyonce knew what was happening at Diddy's parties, which have been the subject of countless rumors. Even though she hasn't been directly accused of anything, the fact that her name is now being mentioned alongside Diddy's wild parties has left people questioning what she may have seen or known. For many years, Diddy has hosted these notorious These events have a dark reputation. There are stories of celebrities engaging in out-of-control behavior, and some leaked photos have already shown a few high-profile figures in compromising positions. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, Chris Brown, and even political figures have been said to attend these parties. Though many of these...
Yeah, but it's the after party. That's probably what Jay-Z meant. Mm-hmm. After the party, it's the after party. That's the party you got to worry about, not the regular Diddy party. Yep. It's the after party, after the party. Yep. And it's so funny because Jay-Z got a bar like that. After the party, it's the after party. And I
don't know though. Like the more I think about the whole Beyonce stuff, like could she have been there? Yeah. I don't see Jay-Z being the type to let her be touched by anybody.
Nah, me neither.
Because he seems like that type of dude.
Yeah, he do. He seemed like the type of dude that ain't gonna be down with that. But how do you know, man?
Prove me wrong,
he look
but
like a weird. His whole demeanor's weird. But like I said, man, these are speculations.
Would he be okay with being with other females? Yes, obviously.
If you think about it, though, come on, like we've seen, tape of Jay-Z getting beat up by, Beyonce's little sister, and he didn't touch her, he didn't do nothing. So it don't seem like he's into that overpowering women, doing things that, you know what I mean? He doesn't seem like that type just from that footage, I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If he was like that, because we seen the footage of what Diddy does when a woman just tries to leave him. This girl was attacking him. What's her name? What's Beyonce? Solange was attacking him the whole time, and all he did was hold her arms and hold her whatever, and he never touched her. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And she was pretty upset, because obviously, he liked to frequent other females. He liked to court other females, and he got caught. He got caught. But
they all do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Beyonce just sitting there watching her little sister go off, like, I ain't getting involved in this shit. She wasn't even trying to separate them. She was like, hey, you deserve that one.
Mm-hmm.
These stars have denied any wrongdoing. The constant talks surrounding these gatherings have only grown louder, especially now that a tape allegedly featuring Beyonce has come to light. What's even more surprising is the claim that Diddy has been filming these wild parties without people's consent. Some insiders believe that many of Hollywood's elite were caught on camera, possibly without even knowing it, which adds a chilling element to the whole scandal. The thought that Diddy has been secretly recording his famous guests at these parties raises all kinds of legal and ethical questions. It's no longer just about celebrities partying. This is about privacy violations and potential blackmail. Some sources claim that these tapes, including the one featuring Beyonce, are part of a vast collection of footage that Diddy has kept under wraps for years. If this is true, then this opens up a whole new side of Hollywood, one that shows just how far some people are willing to go to protect their image or destroy someone else's.
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And You've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
And you're telling me
you can verify that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is in nature.
The situation surrounding Diddy only gets darker when you look back at past allegations, specifically the case Ariel Mitchell has been involved in. Mitchell's client made shocking claims against Diddy from an incident dating back to 2018.
Well, they said more higher profile. Ain't the Kardashians got more money than Diddy now? Ain't they in the billionaire bracket?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Put that in the comments. Are the Kardashians in a bigger bracket than Diddy? Because I know they're in the billionaire status.
Maybe it's Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Beyonce and Diddy all in a room.
I don't know, man. Hey, put it in the comments. Who do you guys think it is? Who do you guys actually think these people are? Because it's starting to break my brain. Yeah. And now I'm curious. I want the...
According to her client, this was no ordinary case of misconduct. It involved Diddy's assistant and the spiking of drinks at one of his notorious parties. The details paint a picture of an orchestrated plan, where victims were put in vulnerable positions and taken advantage of. This isn't just a case of a wild party gone wrong, it suggests something far more calculated, adding layers to the growing scandal. Now, Ariel Mitchell's involvement in this case is key because it shows that these claims against Diddy are not new. In fact, he has managed to keep many of them under wraps for years. Diddy has long been said to use hush money to silence victims and keep the stories from reaching the media house. He has allegedly paid off people who've come forward with accusations in the past, ensuring that these claims never see the light of day. But as more stories emerge, the grip he's had on his public image seems to be slipping. People are no longer staying quiet, and it looks like the walls are closing in on him faster than he thought. Adding fuel to the fire is rapper DaBaby's recent shocking confession. In a viral interview,
this is definitely AI.
Yeah.
DaBaby. DaBaby. I seen that one. I'm like, okay, this Beyonce. You get what I'm saying? Diddy too. That was dope too. He reached out to me. He reached out to me. He hold me close to him when he reached out to me. I don't know, man. I don't see DaBaby allowing somebody like Diddy to get close like that, man. DaBaby, a real one. That's a real ass dude. That's like a 50. That's like you trying to do that at 50. DaBaby don't play that game, bro. Mm-hmm. He ain't playing that game. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Because this is chopped up. You see the way they got the 3 dot, and all of that? Yeah.
Interview, he opened up about an unusual encounter at a private meeting with Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. According to DaBaby, things took a very intimate and uncomfortable turn, sparking more suspicion about what really goes on behind closed doors with these powerful figures. His confession caught the internet by storm, with many fans speculating on what DaBaby might have. While he didn't go into explicit detail, the fact that someone as high profile as DaBaby is now speaking out
DaBaby, yo, this AI is horrible.
Raises more questions about Diddy's inner circle.
It's validated, but that's dope. It don't surprise me. I actually met Beyonce before. That was one of the people be like, who you met? You know what I'm saying? It threw you out, like it took you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Beyonce, she I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib. Like the influx of people, he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and maybe about 15 others. You know,
right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in
right
at the moment. And she came over and introduced to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. That was super dope.
So
I don't see nothing wrong with that. It don't sound like it. It sounds like it's getting to the after party, or maybe it was just one of those things where they had a little get together or whatever. But I don't see it. I don't see it. I just don't see. And hey, I could be wrong. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. I just don't see DaBaby getting down like that.
Yeah.
I just don't see him getting down like that at all.
Mm-mm.
If anybody know about DaBaby, I do not see that type of dude
being
messing with the fuckery, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
DaBaby's story not only brings Beyonce into the conversation, but also forces people to rethink about her. For years, Beyonce has been hailed as a cultural icon, the queen bee who can do no wrong. However, as more stories like this emerge, people are beginning to question whether Beyonce has been turning a blind eye to the actions of those around her. Fans' reactions to her involvement in Diddy's world have been crazy. The internet has been buzzing with comments speculating about her possible knowledge of Diddy's wild parties and what she may have seen behind the scenes. A person commented saying, "You can't be in Diddy's circle for 30 years and not know or not be a part of it because we know Diddy's rules were if you hang out, you participate, or you are not hanging out." Another one added, "Pimp C said the same about Beyonce having a tape." A third person stated Beyonce's parents sold her to Jay-Z and then Jay-Z sold her to the industry. Freddie P from the band confirmed the infamous Cheesecake walk they did. Diddy didn't want it and told someone to take it to Beyonce. Why would Beyonce be with Diddy? So there's also this bizarre connection between Beyonce and one of Diddy's most famous moments. Yep, it's the Cheesecake walk from Making the Band. This incident, where Diddy forced contestants to walk miles to fetch him a slice of cheesecake, has long been seen as a power move to humiliate people under his control. But recent speculation suggests that Beyonce might have had a hand in this manipulative tactic.
He said this is an ongoing investigation and that they will be speaking to more people. We found out that these two individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them, they are both workers, currently workers. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014, and they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction. And another one said that they are willing, and not only willing, but have been subpoenaed to go before the grand juries.
It's becoming clear that the escalating drama around Diddy is far more complicated than it initially seemed. With past allegations resurfacing, new confessions like DaBaby's adding fuel to the fire, and Beyonce's image getting caught in the crossfire, this scandal is shaping up to be one of Hollywood's biggest. Also, the talks around the alleged video of Diddy and Beyonce has reached a fever pitch, with reports suggesting that it's now being auctioned off in secret. The sheer mystery of who's bidding and how much is already creating a frenzy in Hollywood. From what's being whispered in certain circles, major media outlets like TMZ are vying for this tape, with offers going as high as millions of dollars. The possibility of this footage being leaked has left the entertainment world in a state of panic. The stakes are high not just for Diddy and Beyonce, but for everyone connected to them. The moment this tape sees the light of day, it could rewrite the reputations of some of the biggest figures in the industry. But for now, we're left asking one major question: if this tape is real, could it bring down some of the biggest names in Hollywood? The sheer magnitude of what's at stake here is hard to ignore. The public loves a scandal, but they also love a fall from grace, and this might just be the biggest one. Now, it's time to hear from you guys.
I feel like, I'm going to be honest, my personal opinion is probably just a scandal. A lot of these names, they're all intertwined. They're all big celebrities. They've all done a ton of work together. I just think it's people saying, okay, you know, just grabbing at dots and connecting dots. Well, you were there and you were there and you were there and you were there. Anybody could have done something. Until we get the hard facts, I'm going to reserve my commentary on, or let me just say, I'm going to reserve the right to, you know, just accuse somebody.
Yeah.
I'm going to reserve accusing somebody. I'm going to refrain from that and say, hey, there is a lot of stuff here, though. There is a lot of stuff here. Leaves one to wonder.
Yes, sir.
With everything that's going on, it does leave one to wonder. So I'm not sitting there saying it's far-fetched. I'm just saying let's wait until all the evidence comes out, because you know TMZ would have had that video and audio in 4K because they did the Diddy, under Diddy, whatever, Monster Diddy. They're the ones that dropped that. So they dropped that. This would only push that further and make them more money.
Exactly.
If they got a hold of that, so a piece of, a piece of footage like that. So what do you guys think? Let us know. Do you think we're drawing the lines, or do you think that, you know, the lines are blurred right now? To me, the lines are a little blurry. I mean, yes, we could connect dots and stuff, but that don't mean that we got it right.
Right.
You know? So that being said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Slap that red button.